What's up, everybody? So, today is actually my 27th birthday, and I've got myself a birthday drink here, an iced matcha, one of my favorite drinks. Sun's about to set, so we're gonna enjoy a very nice sunset here. Yeah, it's gonna be a very relaxing evening. I'm not going out or anything, I'm not going out to any kind of dinner, I'm not going clubbing, I'm not gonna binge drink or anything like that. Not doing anything crazy, just spending a nice night in all by myself. So I remember on my 26th birthday, I was actually in Japan. I landed in Japan at like 1 in the morning, and then I had to sleep in the airport for a little bit until left and saw the whole city. And I spent the whole day just walking around Tokyo, having a lot of sushi, having a lot of ramen. Absolutely amazing day. And I thought to myself back then, this is going to be an absolutely incredible year. And to be honest, it was, but not exactly in the way that I was anticipating. I thought that I would be doing a lot more stuff, but to be honest, I really just came home and I've been kind of checked out of everything for pretty much the entire year. The entire last year I've been checked out of just absolutely everything, and a lot of the things that I used to care about, a lot of the things that I thought were important to me, they've really just dissolved from my life. I've let go of a lot of the things that I used to chase, a lot of the things that I used to value, and it's almost like a sort of ego death in a way that this entire year has been one long dark night of the soul. So what I mean by that is that I started the year wanting to really continue with my e-commerce grind, but as I continued with it, I won't go super into detail, but I really just lost interest. I decided, you know what, this is not really something I like to do. I much rather just go back to a traditional job and just work with other people, actually work with my hands and interact with people like a human being, not just sit at some cafe on my computer all day like some pussy. So yeah, that's what I did. So I worked a few jobs, and now I'm just at a regular job right now, and it's chill. But yeah, so far, like this whole year, I've checked out of pretty much everything. All the things that I used to do with my friends, I don't do them anymore. We used to go to all of these music festivals, all these raves, and go clubbing all the time and drinking all the time. Yeah, we do pretty much none of that now. We'll get dinner together and catch up on what's going on in our lives and spend some nice, wholesome time together, but that's about it. Like, I haven't really had that much alcohol this year at all. And it's been so relaxing. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Just being a homebody and helping out with matters around the house, and just spending quality time with friends and family, and not having these distractions like alcohol or weed or needing to go clubbing and things like that. It's really just stripping everything down to the bare bones and having just one-on-one human interactions. So that's what I think this year has been. It's been sort of addition by subtraction. Sometimes less is more. And this year has really been an embodiment of that. I always thought that every single year I need to be getting more things. I need to be adding more things to my life. I need to be making more money. I need to be having more interactions with women. I need to be going out more. I need to be acquiring more stuff. A lot of the times, what you really need to do is subtract, not keep adding all the time. There's a quote that I saw: infinite growth is the ideology of a cancer cell. And I really think that definitely rings true to a lot of us. I've been completely checked out of mainstream movies, mainstream entertainment, mainstream like news and things like that. I've been totally checked out of this mainstream life script of career chasing and corporate ladder climbing, always needing to get some promotion so that you can get some higher position at your work and climb the corporate ladder. I used to think maybe you had to keep making money like that and keep participating in the rat race in order to be considered successful. But in reality, it's like, who came up with that system, and why am I playing this rigged game? I've kind of realized that all of this is just completely fake. What if all of this is just the elites propagandizing us from an early age so that we keep running on this hamster wheel, making more money for them, making more money for the central banks as we just piss our lives away. Like, what are we doing, you know? We're only on this planet for a limited time, and I've used 27 of my years on this planet already. I don't know how many I got left, but I'm gonna make the most of it. So I've been totally checked out of that whole rat race, the whole comparing yourself to other people, the whole keeping up with the Joneses. I still see a lot of people around me unconsciously subscribing to that. Even if I talk to them about it, they'll say, oh yeah, keeping up with the Joneses is like such a psyop. Meanwhile, they're spending all their time grinding at work, working for some company they hate so that they can move into a nicer place because so-and-so moved into a nicer place, right? Hey, did you hear the Joneses kid got a new position at some law firm or some shit like that? Who cares? Good for him, but how does that apply to my life? This shit's not a goddamn race. Yeah, and even if it was, I don't care about competing. I just don't. I'm not going to participate in this status game because that is just playing the rigged game that the elites have set up for us to do. So, I mean, the only thing left for you to really do as a young man, if you really don't want to become a slave, is to just check out of the system like I have. I'm not saying that you need to follow some kind of ideology at all, but you do need to become some kind of independent thinker and not fall for all of this groupthink on social media. That's another thing that I've checked out of. I'm totally checked out of social media. I don't have any social media. I do like the feeling of not having any. And this is not me trying to flex or anything. I'm just trying to tell you, when you're just checked out of every single little thing from society, you just totally unplug. This is when you actually have time for yourself and your genuine interests can actually like come up, because you can't hear them over the noise of social media and cultural expectations a lot of the time unless you tune them all out and just listen to your heart. Just sit in an empty room and just listen to your thoughts, observe your thoughts. Like, I've tried a lot of business ventures in the first half of this year, and I realized, you know what? This is not fun at all. I'm just shoveling AI generated slop online, and that's not what I want to be. So I shut all of that shit down. I'm not really against entrepreneurship, but I can kind of see that a lot of this online entrepreneurship ideology, all of these entrepreneurship gurus, the digital nomad gurus, and these travel influencers, all of this make money online bullshit, most of it is just completely and totally fake. And these are just grifters and scam artists trying to sell you a course. They're just snake oil salesmen. And so really, it's been a whole year about discovering what I like doing on my own, and it takes a lot of experimentation. Like, there was a lot of times I just did random things. Like recently, I bought a drone and I've just been flying it around my neighborhood. I've been flying around different mountains and hiking areas and stuff, just hanging out with my friends doing that. And it's been very fun. It's very enjoyable. You know, maybe this turns into a greater hobby for me, but I'm not looking to monetize it right away. I'm just having fun with it. You don't have to be in a rush for every single little thing. I swear, a lot of people in Western society, and I realized this after spending a very long time abroad, a lot of people in the West are always just rushing. They always feel like they have these artificial deadlines where they have to get married at a certain age, they have to find a partner at a certain age, they have to make a certain amount of money at a certain age, and buy a house at a certain age. All of this stuff was created culturally during the era of the baby boomers, and obviously that world no longer exists. So why abide by those standards? I don't want to get too much into it, but Western society really has nothing to offer young men. And neither do these alpha male masculinity gurus who are always proclaiming that they have young men's interests at heart and their whole life mission is to help young men. No, it's just a massive grift, all right? This is just what's trending. This is just a pain point that is very prevalent, and they just want to grift off of it by selling you a course. I'll be honest, I really think the best thing you can do as a young man is just to I'm not gonna say give up, but check out of the system. Check out of all of these fake cultural standards and all of this entrepreneurship ideology. Check out of the status game. Check out of this hookup culture where your worth is determined by how many people you sleep with. Like, the more you think about it, it's just so absurd. And basically, this entire year, for the entire 26th year of my life, until very recently, I've been completely and totally checked out of dating. And I don't think I've missed much. I haven't downloaded any kind of dating apps, and I don't miss it at all. I would much rather just talk to people in person, and if we vibe together, then I'll see where it goes. That's really my attitude right now. You know, maybe this current dating situation works out, maybe it doesn't. I'm really just okay with the outcome. I used to be very, very anxious when it comes to dating, because I would always get ghosted, I would always get left on red, and so I would always think, oh, this is gonna happen again. But that was really because that I needed something to happen. I was just so obsessed with needing the right outcome to happen. But now I'm kind of realizing, you know what? I'm okay without it. Because what does it really mean? I like spending time alone. I like spending time like just by myself like this, chilling and doing things that I like. So whether or not I do it, I'll do it with or without someone else. And also, I already have a perfect companion. Good dog. Anyway, those are the thoughts that I have for today. I don't really have anything else planned. This is gonna be my 27th birthday. You know what? We'll see what this year of my life brings. Hopefully I'm excited for it. I don't know if it's good or bad, but we'll see. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.